My name is Alan Thompson, and I have a website called freespiritadventure.ca. This video is a response to Ben Baldanza's video that he posted on YouTube just regarding the crisis, as he calls it, with overhead carry-on bags on Spirit flights, just saying it's causing a lot of delays, a lot of congestion getting on the planes as well too. So this is a response to that. I use Spirit on a regular basis. I even have a website partially named after it, Free Spirit Adventure. And I also encourage a lot of friends and relatives to use it as well. Now, the thing is, I just don't buy it, Ben. I don't buy the argument about the extra cost for the carry-on baggage. Okay, a long time ago, you guys were the first airline that started with checked baggage with a fee. Yeah, I'm not sure what the amount was, but it used to be free and you started charging, And then what happened is all the other airlines saw that you were able to be financially feasible with it and actually make some extra cash. Okay, but I think that is what has led to the current crisis. Okay. The other thing that you started doing too, that was the first for airlines, is that you had a charge for picking your seat ahead of time as opposed to showing up to the check-in counter or the gate that day. You charge $5 for a certain seat, $10 if it's right at the emergency exit where you have extra legroom. That is something that you started as well. I don't see too many other airlines that have started doing that, but that is something that you have as a charge. The other thing that you have too is, as far as I know, you're the only airline who charges for water on your flights. You don't give an option of tap water. You just have bottled water, $2 or $3 a bottle. You don't know how many times I've heard people asking for a glass of ice on Spirit flights. That's something to consider, Ben. All right. Next thing is, my recommendation for what you call a crisis would be to just enforce the current carry-on regulations and policies that you have. So many times I've been on flights where people have full-size luggage, even bigger than what I'm sitting in now. You fit in the overhead compartment, I'm sitting in my suitcase then. Okay, but there's so many people that, they have to fit it sideways, and it takes away 3 spots for people's carry-ons. Why are they not stopped at the gate? What I'd recommend is just enforce what you have now. Send an email out to everybody, not saying there's a crisis, but just saying, starting as of August 1st, instead of charging you for carry-ons, we're going to strictly enforce the regulations that we have. One overhead thing and one that will fit underneath your seat. It's that simple, Ben. You don't have to go with the route that you're going now currently. Okay. Now, have you thought about the flip side of having to charge for carry-on baggage? Everybody's going to check their bags because the check bags are cheaper than the carry-ons now. So whenever I check in at an airport, when I'm walking down, I see counter after counter of airlines, everybody checking in. I can always tell the Spirit counter because it's the one that has the longest line. Why does it have the longest lines? Because you only have 2 or 3 attendants working behind most of the counters. Maybe if it's Christmas, another busy season like Thanksgiving, maybe you'll go up to 3 or 4. But, you already have a short-staffed situation at check-in. So if everybody's going to have to check in their bag now, the delays are going to be at check-in. They're not going to be at boarding. They're going to be at the check-in time as well, too. Okay? And then you say that the costs of your flights are going down. I find that funny. A couple of days before your announcement, I was looking online. It was just about the book. I thought I'd wait a little bit longer, see if it went down a little bit. You had Detroit to LA for $200. After your announcement for the carry-ons, the flight went up to $400. Now it's come down a little bit with $350 and stuff like that. But I just don't buy it. I mean, some of your flights are going to be discounted. Some of your routes are going to go for your penny plus fuel costs. I understand that. But the majority are not going down significantly to offset this cost. And, after August 1st, I have a strong feeling that the fares are going to slowly creep up to where they were, and then we'll have the add-on cost for either check baggage or for carry-on. Before, we had a choice that we knew that carry-on was free. Okay? I'm just asking you to really reconsider this, Ben, and Spirit Airlines. Okay? If it's not done, I'm seriously considering canceling my $9 fare membership. All right? Anybody who's watching this video, I encourage you to email Spirit at the email address that's shown here before, and just, express your discontent. They're saying there's a crisis, but I think if they just enforce the current regulations that they have, I think they won't have this crisis. I look at this as just being another way of Spirit making some extra money. I looked into this further, and I even found out that other airlines, I believe it's Ryanair over in Ireland, is going to start charging for using the bathroom. So I think that is going to be the next step for Spirit Airlines, and I think, it's sad to the point, I think they're going to start charging for ice on the planes too. So one last time, please don't do it, Ben. Thank you very much.